fucking Little Debbie.
Hey, man, she's not even the problem. She's just part of the system.
She played me.
She's a pimp. What do you expect?
No. And I feel pimped out.
Yeah. When a pimp slaps you, do you get mad at the pimp? No.
You get mad at the player, not the pimp.
Yeah.
Why is it every time?
I have to hit it like 8 times every time. But hey, this is episode 3 of the Itchy Sweater Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I am your special guest and host, Derek. And unfortunately, I have some bad news. It's only me right now. Kyle has been a naughty boy, and I had to give him a timeout. So he is currently in my closet. The voice you heard was not real. It was an enigma. You didn't even hear anything. What you thought was Kyle is what your imagination wanted it to be. He's not actually even here right now. He's in a completely different room, sealed away, locked up. He's not laughing right next to me. He's hey.
Come out of the closet?
No.
Please.
You've been a bad boy.
Come on.
You've been a bad boy.
Derek.
You have to stay put.
Oh, man.
All right. So it's only me today. And how did you get out? No.
Here. You ain't keeping me in your dirty closet anymore.
But yeah. Welcome to episode 3. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing all right. How are you doing today, Kyle?
Man, we're here after work, and after a shower, I actually feel pretty good.
No, good for you.
Man, the first one apparently was a hit with everybody. There we go. The first episode was pretty good. Everybody loved it. I can't wait until that second episode comes out.
Oh yeah,
I'm so excited for it.
It's gonna be good.
Everybody thought Horton Here's a Jew is hilarious. Oh man,
it's become kind of like what I'm known for at this point.
You just wait until they hear serial killers.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope.
And by the time this comes out, it'll actually be there. So
yeah,
I guarantee you, people are like falling over their chairs, laughing on the side of the freeway because they crashed their car.
Oh no!
I mean, it's just gonna be all out craziness.
There's gonna be so many lawsuits coming our way that we are not prepared to deal with.
It's not my fault.
It's
not my fault.
I mean, partially.
They can control their own damn laughter.
That's what you think.
That and the emotions that they bring.
Yeah, until they see the last thing on their phone was this stupid podcast called Itchy Sweater. Let's go after these fools.
We're gonna get them. They're canceled.
We're gonna go after everything they've got. We're gonna throw the kitchen sink at them.
All right. So before we get into it, I've got to clear something up. I had said something in that first episode that I was like, man, I probably shouldn't have said this after I heard it out there. The safety guy. I don't hate him. I hate that he has to stick to the book and bring these rules. So safety guy, if you're listening, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I was just very passionate about staying to the old stuff and not utilizing new rules or anything. I still think the rule about the vest on the picker is stupid, but I do not hate you. So that's it. I'm done talking about it. I don't need to rant anymore.
I'm glad you were able to get that off your chest.
It's been bothering me all week.
Really?
I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that.
Well, you were just...
I was very passionate.
Yeah, you just had a lot of feelings, and, you spoke what you felt. That's not a big deal.
Man, how about that tier list?
I really liked it. It was a good time.
And it's funny that the ones that got out there, I've told a couple people about it, and the ones that they were mad at, I freaking called it.
Oh yeah,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
I called it.
I actually talked to a friend of mine as well, and our opinion on Cinnamon Toast Crunch was a lot lower than what some of the people I've talked to would expect it.
And here's the thing is,
you couldn't even find it.
We still, yeah, right. I'm like,
he's looking at the list and he couldn't even find Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, so we didn't put it on the top.
Yeah.
I need to sit over here. We didn't put it on the top, but we put it right underneath. Like, it wasn't a bad judging or anything. Mm-hmm. But these people, they were like, "Oh, what about the milk?" Okay, what about the fucking
And we
milk?
talked about that.
I'm like, bro, I'm talking about the cereal itself.
Yeah.
I myself am not a big cinnamon fan, so that was my number one gripe.
Yeah. Yeah. And me liking cinnamon, I was kind of in the same area. Like, it's really good, but look at what we have in S tier.
Oh, bro, it's Rice Krispie treats, Reese's Puffs, arguably one of the, if not the best candy.
And before you
is.
continue, not Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispie
treats. I want you to. I want to put an emphasis on the fact that he said Rice Krispie treats.
Yes,
because Rice Krispies are way down there.
Rice Krispies were at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, so there's some Rice Krispie treats in there.
This was the one that, Donald at work said, I'm just kidding. There's a couple of them, so I don't care. Said that Captain Crunch should be number one. Regular Captain Crunch. I told him no. And I told him we had Crunch Berries up at the top, and you know what he told me?
What?
You out of your damn mind.
But this is Crunch Berries.
This is Crunch Berries. He likes Captain Crunch itself.
More than Crunch Berries?
I don't know if he's even had Crunch Berries.
Wow.
That homeboy is a health nut, so I don't know how he had Captain Crunch.
That is wild.
And then Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was a hit. The people that I shared that list with, a couple close people of mine.
Yeah.
They strongly thought that Cinnamon Toast Crunch should have been at the top, and I just don't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, and it's still A.
It is. It is.
We like S tier is top of the line. Like, it's one of the first ones you look at and you go for. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'm sorry, it's up there, but it's just, and this is our opinion, all right?
Yeah.
This is what we think, this is how we feel, and everyone else has their opinions too. But that's okay because they're wrong. Like, the only authority on cereal is two people named Kyle and Derek. That is the only two people you go to when you want to hear the actual facts on what is good cereal and what is crappy cereal. Because we're going to tell you the facts. We're going to tell you what's really out there. We're going to tell you what you should get and what you shouldn't get. Exactly. And if we hear any back talk, I'm saying any lip whatsoever, you're going to get the same treatment that Kyle got earlier. You're going to come to my apartment and you're going to get in my closet and you're going to like it.
I liked it at first, not going to lie.
Yeah.
It smelled pretty good in there.
It's comfortable at first.
I found some fruit snacks.
Yes, absolutely.
But I found out they were like 5 years expired.
Exactly.
So I was kind of happy and kind of mad, but
I want you to feel. I want people to think about what they've done when you're in there, because at first it's like, oh, this isn't bad. I can be in here for a while. I'm okay, feeling good. You're feeling, good. You're feeling arrogant. You're feeling cocky. But then all you have to do is sit with yourself and be with yourself and be with your thoughts, and then you're gonna realize what you've done.
You are taking this to a new level, sir.
Listen, I'm very serious about people doing and telling me wrong things. So if you do that, there are consequences to your actions, and that's all I'm gonna say. So, Kyle is a better person because of it.
I feel better.
You should.
I do.
You should.
So,
but there will be more tier lists in the future. Because that was a good time. And
should we tell them what we think we're gonna do?
Yeah, the next one we're gonna do is gonna be snacks, like those really cool, like industrial, just straight up processed.
Oh yeah,
Little Debbie,
the stuff that's great.
Yeah, like the Hostess and Little Debbie snacks is the one we're gonna be doing next.
I can't stand Little Debbie.
Yeah,
I can't stand her.
Well, you can't stand the character.
She's a fucking whore.
I thought you were talking about the character.
No, that bitch makes so much money and teases me every time with a new snack. That fucking whore. You know how much money I've given her? I'm so pissed.
Hey man, don't hate the player.
You think I was mad about the safety guy?
Oh,
watch
man.
out and hold on to your pants, because here comes the argument about fucking little Debbie.
Hey man, she's not even the problem. She's just part of the system.
She played me.
She's a pimp. What do you expect?
No, and I feel pimped out.
Yeah, when a pimp slaps you, do you get mad at the pimp? No.
But you get mad at the player, not the pimp.
You're the whore.
Oh, that's right. I am the whore. Fuck. Shit.
You call her a whore.
God damn
She's
it.
the one pimping you.
She is a fucking bitch. God damn it.
Hey man, we all got to get by some kind of way.
Unfortunately.
So, that's her way. That's how. We're gonna rank her snacks.
But you know what?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give a little taste here.
Ooh, taste it.
Those strawberry shortcake ones that she makes.
Yeah.
You put them in the freezer and get them cold a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I need you to realize what just happened. Like your eyes lit up.
Oh my god!
There was this look of euphoria over your face when you brought that snack up.
Did you see the light glistening from behind me?
I saw a younger Kyle. I was like, wow, he just turned into a child.
Oh man!
He just got happy.
Even you throw them in the freezer, man. Keep them in there for a little bit.
Yep.
And they get just a little hard because they don't freeze all the way. And
why?
Oh, man, just processed foods, bro.
That's awful.
Processed foods.
It doesn't freeze all the way.
It's like I don't think a Twinkie freezes all the way
because it's a mutation.
Hey, they tasted good. Okay, that fucking mutation was amazing.
Everything that's slowly killing you always tastes great.
Oh man.
But yes, more tier lists to come. We're thinking every other episode or every third episode we're gonna have a tier list. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. We had a pretty good time. The podcast went even longer than we thought it would.
Jeez,
so
yeah. We were thinking up to an hour. Damn, that thing went up to like an hour 15.
Yeah. So we went pretty well over.
That was pretty nuts.
It was a good time though. I enjoyed it.
Now I've excuse me. I have discovered something today. A customer came in and told me about something called shower thoughts.
Okay.
And this is where we're going to start this all off with today. And the first one he told me, it was kind of dumb. It got you thinking a little bit. It was, do deep sea fish know about land? And I thought about it. And I'm like, well, how far up are they going if they're only deep sea fish? Are they going to the surface? Do they go to where people are swimming?
See now,
Get you thinking, huh?
see, here's the thing. Well, the first question that I would be, what's deep sea? Like, are we talking about stuff we haven't discovered yet? Like fish that?
Fuck if I know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know my fish.
Well, the crazy thing is,
I know
like,
huma, nuka, nuka, apu, ah. I don't even know what the hell it looks like. I know it's a fish. Give me Finding Nemo, and I can tell you the fish in there.
all
Okay?
right, cool.
That's a goddamn clownfish.
Well, maybe that's how they think about land, is the same way they think about it in Finding Nemo.
They have one movie made up. It's called Finding Bob.
Yeah.
He's in the ocean. What the fuck?
Finding Bob.
God damn.
Finding Robert.
Finding. He's on the search for his fucking stepdad named Bob.
See, stuff like that I think about too much. You know what I mean? Like, it gets layered.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm thinking about, but we know more about space than we know about the ocean.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, and now I'm up all night.
Well, do you remember, was it last weekend? Mm-hmm. I showed you that picture of that Japanese folklore fish.
Oh, yeah, that deep sea humanoid.
It's a white, I guess you would just call it a fish, that has arms like a human, and it actually has a round face. It doesn't have a fish face.
Yeah.
It has a round face. Dude, if that shit's for real. And the picture was a swimmer just in the middle of the water, and that thing with his arms ready, looking like it was going to clap that motherfucker to death. Just boom.
Yeah.
I would be scared.
Yeah.
That's one of those, like...
How big is it?
Oh, bro, I don't know. It's huge. Think of like your knife.
Okay.
Your knife compared to your body.
Oh, wow. That's how big it is?
That's what it seems like.
That's insane.
The picture made it look that way. But I don't even know if it's real is the thing.
Oh, wow.
If it's real,
That
holy
big?
shit. Yeah.
That's
insane.
crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See stuff like that. I'll think about for a solid hour.
Now,
Like straight up.
here's something you can think about.
Excuse me.
And I already told you this one today. Mm-hmm. A block of cheese. A block of cheese is the same thing as a loaf of milk. You know how many times I said that and people said ew?
People don't like. Well, people don't like. It's kind of that whole thing of you can eat a hot dog, but don't look up how it's made.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
it's
like
disgusting.
people. Yeah, people don't like to be reminded what they're eating.
It's definitely disgusting, but
yeah,
I still eat hot dogs. I love hot dogs.
for sure.
Fucking
But
love 'em.
but most people would look at that and be like, "Oh wow, I got to take a break off hot dogs for a while," because that is like that's terrifying. How hot dogs are made. You know what bologna is?
I feel like I do.
Yeah, at least like original bologna. I don't know if it's still made like this.
Pig's hips or
Well, it's like everything.
elephant thighs.
It's like a lot of stuff thrown into one piece of meat.
Yeah, but have you fried one of those little bastards up, put some cheese on it?
I'm not saying it's not good.
A little ketchup and mustard on
for
a
sure.
sandwich?
I'm not saying bologna isn't
God.
good. I haven't had bologna
I think
in years.
you know
dude.
what? I think bologna is very underrated.
I think it's rated properly.
I think it's underrated. I don't think people talk about it enough.
Bologna is just
Put some respect on bologna's name. Damn
listen
it.
on the tier list. Bologna is just above Spam.
Whoa! Hold the fuck on! Oh, time out. What is wrong with Spam?
I didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Best keep Spam's name out your goddamn mouth, or I will smack you like Will Smith smack Chris Rock.
I'm telling you, it's rated properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't you?
I didn't say it wasn't good. I just said
down.
on the tier list, it's just above it.
Okay, and where is Spam at?
I don't know.
You motherfucker, you.
That's up to you to decide. You put that on your tier list.
Hey, on my tier list,
Yeah.
Spam is above S.
Oh God. To each his own.
Okay, here's another one, and I'm sorry, but there's gonna be comments made on the show that's gonna offend people. I think
What are we kind of red pill?
Yeah, right. I think I got this as a joke, but I want to see what you think about it.
All right.
Says if Obama were to become Kenya's president, he would be the country's first white president.
You know, by the same way Obama became like officially the first black president, if we're using the exact same, logic tree that we use for that, then that's true. Because he's half and half. So
I thought it was hilarious.
that's pretty funny. I got one for you.
Yeah.
This is one I heard a long time ago.
Okay.
If Hillary Clinton
Ooh.
was elected president,
Okay.
it'll be the first time in America's history that we know of that two presidents have had sex with each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we know of.
That we know of. Because
wait till that comes out.
because I'm sure Andrew Jackson,
J.
and
Edgar
George,
Hoover
and
and
George
Theodore
Washington
Roosevelt.
were just going at it. You kidding me? Powdered wigs? Catch somebody on an off day, they see somebody from behind with a powdered wig. You know what?
Damn, that powdered wig.
Looking kind of thick.
thick.
Yeah, I think I might want to.
Extra C's.
Yeah, and that's number one Perez over there strutting around.
He's got that cake.
Yeah, over here leading our nation.
God damn. Oh, props to you, George. Do your thing, homeboy.
Over here just speculating.
Right. Here's another one. I thought this was kind of funny too. Mm-hmm. If Katniss and Peeta from the Hunger Games were Hollywood stars, and they were a couple,
Yeah.
their super couple moniker, so their super couple name, like what was it? Ben and JLo were Benifer, and
Oh yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Would be Cat P or Penis.
That's why they never became a power couple.
Oh, unfortunately, no. They're
Yeah.
not going to do it. Where's my other one? Here we go. A Jewish household with a cat named Auschwitz is like the witches from Sabrina having a cat named Salem.
It's like, are you aware of the parody that you're creating for yourself in your own home?
Oh, okay. Okay, here. And here's one that actually really got me thinking. How much shit... Now, I'm going to tell you it.
All right.
And then I want to tell you how I feel about this, because I feel like it makes sense.
Okay.
How many times have you looked at Google Maps? And it's been an old picture. Like the aerial view or whatever.
Oh.
You're like, son of a bitch, they still got my old dirty grass or whatever.
Yeah.
That tree's still in my yard, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
This one says, you could update Google Maps Street View every week if garbage trucks were equipped with cameras. I think you would catch so much shit. Bro, could you imagine
Yeah.
the things you would see every single day off of garbage trucks?
I could only imagine, honestly.
Now, to me, that's like, the whole, which, I mean, I don't really care.
Uh-huh.
If they want to see stuff on me, they're going to see it. Big Brother.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
That's what it reminds you of?
Yes. Big Brother being around, gonna watch everything. There was a book about that, wasn't there? Something about that?
Are you talking about 1984?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's been referenced a lot in the past 5 years.
Can you believe
Understandably
the
so.
shit that we would see?
I think, well, in that case, it will be public.
Yeah.
And that's what will make it different. Because
Yeah.
I think, like, that's something, like, we are surveilled more than people think.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah, I think
knowing
they're
how
like-
much you've
like
been
the-
surveillanced.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can't even, oh my gosh. I went to,
Like, I literally look at my phone right now and I'm like, this guy knows I'm talking about him. What's going on, little iPhone service agent person from the FBI?
yeah. Well, I went to D.C.
Oh, you went to your own self?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, good for you.
I went to Washington, D.C., to be more specific.
Yeah.
When Obama got inaugurated for the second time. And I remember just being, like, D.C. is the most surveilled place in the world. And just seeing all the cameras and just seeing how everything was and how everything was like at this heightened sense of it was wild. Like, you could feel it. And I remember when I went to the inauguration, I was looking up at all the buildings like surrounding the White House, surrounding the lawn, and I could see there was like a four-corner view. I could see the building on the left and the right, and there was one behind me on the right and one behind me on the left, and there was a sniper in each building.
No shit.
Yeah.
Now, hold on a second. Were there, and I'll tell you why in a second. Were the guns sticking out of the windows, the barrels of the guns?
Yeah, you could see the person and the gun.
So, this is just from what I've heard. I've read online, and you know how online is. Everything's correct.
Yeah.
So don't question me.
Absolutely.
Don't at me. I
Yep.
want to hear it.
Go to Google first result. Click on that one. That's
Yep.
the one.
Feeling lucky? Click
Yep.
that button.
There it is.
The snipers are supposed to be trained to be concealed
Yeah.
and not sticking out a window.
Well, I do get what you're saying. I do know
I just thought
why
was kinda
that
weird.
is, but it's also, I think that's more in other situations like war.
Oh, this is war. Every day is war.
Well, I think they want you to know that they're there.
Oh,
And
so they want to feel, hey, motherfucker. Hey,
yeah,
war.
and it wasn't like most of the gun was sticking out, most of them was sticking out,
Yeah.
but like I could see.
You knew they were there.
Yeah, I could see like the upper half of their body, and I could see the barrel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I had my camera with me, so I could like zoom in and I could see all that. So
Man, you get the wrong guy taking a picture, and the guy points that gun right at you, like, oh shit.
yeah,
Sorry, I'll delete it, bud.
you're right. Well, they wouldn't shoot me for a camera, but as far as I know, they wouldn't. But yeah. But that kind of reminds me too of when I was I think this happened a couple days ago. It was either yesterday or the day before. I was talking to a coworker, and I prefaced the question. I was like, "Hey, this question I'm gonna ask you it's gonna make me sound like I'm high right now. And
Already a great conversation.
yeah, I just wanted him to know, like, this is not gonna be a normal question, because I was eating the apple, and as I was eating the apple, I was looking at it, and I was like, you know what, I got something to say. I'm saying it. So I was like, isn't it crazy that apples exist?
Why? What?
Because it's and again, this isn't a normal question. Like there's no one you can ask and they're not gonna just be like, yeah, you're right. Like, you're gonna have to explain yourself, because think about it.
Hold
Like,
on.
Okay, here's the thing.
Did you have one of those Willie Nelson apples?
No, it's a normal apple. So
sure.
this is why I was thinking this. Okay. I was thinking this question because if you think about the fact that there's a seed, an apple seed, right? You plant that seed, this seed grows a tree, a full tree with other apples that we can eat. That's crazy to me. Like, think about the fact that this seed, this small little thing, you can plant that, harvest it, and over time, a tree is going to sprout. And when that tree sprouts, you're going to have fruit to eat.
Well, I mean,
you're going to have, like, nourishment.
That's like the same thing as a woman having a baby.
I'm not.
Seed.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. The fact that a human can grow in another human, that's amazing too.
God damn it.
Like, this is crazy to me. Like, just the fact that, let's just start with fruit alone. Just produce. Think about vegetables. Like, vegetables, you know what? Vegetables are actually a little bit less amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's vegetation.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, sure.
It kind of makes sense.
But
yeah.
fruit, though? An orange tree? That grows off a tree? Something that amazing and succulent?
Goddamn tree! Playoffs?
Dude, playoffs? Old Colts coach Jim Mora.
Oh,
Don't talk about the playoffs. Playoffs?
I ain't talking about playoffs.
But,
orange trees?
Yeah.
You talking about orange trees?
I just think that's wild. I just think the fact that fruit exists is kind of crazy.
That...
This is a watermelon, dude.
The fact that you... Okay,
That grows out of the ground.
And on a vine?
Yes.
That's probably that thick.
That's amazing.
Okay, that's amazing. Because those things, I mean, you know,
Yeah, watermelon's huge.
I don't know how big the biggest.
And it come off a vine?
Yeah. You're my Jim Moore, all right.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Full on Jim Moore, baby.
I just find stuff like that just really cool.
Yeah,
and don't even get me started on childbirth.
Oh, I was gonna bring up. You thought the fact that Superman block hands was something that interested you. Well, you're talking about fucking fruit and vegetables.
Well, that's something that's like funny and factual that we'll probably talk about later. But that's like, we're talking about something that you can eat that nourishes your body and it's good for you, and it's delicious, and it just grows naturally.
Trying to think of things
like you could just grow it.
Aren't nourishing, but they taste amazing. Like, you can't just grow a Twinkie out of the ground.
You can't.
I'm thinking
we definitely got to do this tier list now.
Hamburgers just don't pop up out of a tree.
Yeah, that's.
I'm trying to find the good stuff.
Right, hamburgers grow other things like E. coli.
Did Burger King drop out of a tree and it just planted itself in the ground? Your thing.
I just think that's wild.
Your wild and my wild are two completely different things. I gotta be completely honest.
Like, because it just gets really existential to me, because I'm thinking about, like, because sometimes, have you ever thought about existence? Like the fact that you're here?
No.
Never?
I'm here.
Well, yeah, but you never like
it?
sat down and was like, man, I'm here. Like, you never thought about,
man, I'm in Derek's apartment right now.
Well, like, just existing.
Wow,
like, you never had like
in this place.
You never had like an out of body experience. It was like, man, I'm real. You know?
I probably did, but I just do not remember it. It probably was just so quick, and then my ADHD brain went squirrel.
Well, it's a strange feeling. I have it probably like 2 or 3 times a year.
To where I just say a day.
Oh, not a day. Oh my gosh! You think I'd have a job if I thought about that every day? I'd be too busy prophesizing my own life. But like, just thinking about it's a weird feeling too, because when you realize it, something happens to where you're like, you have this weird feeling where it's like, oh wow, I'm here, and you start like moving your fingers and moving your arms. It's like, man, I'm a human being. You know, like there's synapses going off in my brain right now that tells me to move my fingers and wiggle my fingers, and my fingers are wiggling. If I want to wiggle my toes, I can wiggle them. I can do that. I can just wiggle my toes. I'm wiggling them right now. You see that? My toes are wiggling.
I'm more interested in the fact that you're still wearing socks and it's 100 degrees outside.
It's not 100 degrees in my apartment.
No, but it was hot in here.
Yeah.
Why do you always wear socks?
I like wearing socks inside.
That's so weird.
At least I don't wear socks to bed, like some weirdos.
Who does that?
Whoever's listening to this that wears socks in the bed.
I only do it if I'm trying to sweat out a flu.
I'm talking to you.
I see
but
you talking to me.
I'm not accusing you. There are people who sleep with socks on.
I feel threatened
and I
right
think
now.
that's weird. No, don't feel threatened. You're not the one who does it. But there are people who are listening to this right now who probably wear socks in the bed while they sleep. And I think that's I think you kill people. I think you're a murderer. I think you're an actual murderer if you wear socks in bed.
Okay.
there's bodies.
Why'd you kill him? Because I always wear socks to bed.
Yeah, that's a telltale sign right there. If somebody told me, it's like, oh yeah, man, I wear socks in the bed when I go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, that guy has killed. That guy has bodies.
I'm walking away now.
Yeah, like I am no longer associating with that person at all.
By the way, I'm moving.
Yeah. Jeez, socks
You know,
in the bed.
I don't
yeah,
think about things that are like the fruit thing or the existence thing. I think about things like things you did about as a kid, and then now you look at it back at it as an adult, and you're like, why the hell did I do that?
Yeah.
My biggest thing, this is the one that I always remember. If I was to heat up, and because my big thing was SpaghettiOs.
Oh yeah.
I reference food a lot, so you guys are just going to have to deal with that. I am fat and sassy. And heating things up. God dang it.
I just wanted to. Yeah,
segment time.
But no, I just wanted to hit that.
You're good. Add a little pizzazz
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, pizzazz.
Yep. Did he even say a joke?
It wasn't funny. But heating him up, it was 20 seconds. On high for 20 seconds. Quesadilla in the microwave, on high for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Reheating food, on high for 20 seconds. I don't know why.
With me, it was always 30.
30, okay.
Yeah. Like anything I had to heat up that
Yeah.
I know didn't need that much, I give it a solid 30, check it.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's good to go, I'm eating it.
But just things like that. And I'm like, why the hell did I do that?
I think it's just an instinctual thing. Like for me, like most of the microwaves I've had in my life, I can remember, like that's a lot of microwaves. But like I can always remember either hitting the 30-second button or hitting 3-0.
See,
It's something about that. It was just like that sweet spot for me.
We didn't have a 30-second button.
Yeah.
It was just the 3-0 start. But for some reason, I think it was because 2's in the middle, 0's in the middle, and then our start button was on the bottom in the middle.
Oh, okay. You thought
So
it was
it
like a brain
boom,
thing.
boom, boom.
Oh, okay.
So I think it had something to do with my head going, okay, straight line down. I don't have to go this way, then come back diagonally from the 3 to the 0, and then from the 0 down there. I'm saving time going to 0 start.
Yeah, that millisecond I'm
It
saving.
was just, I could enjoy it a millisecond faster.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, man, you know, there's the things, and I don't know why, but that was the one that stood out.
Yeah.
And the other thing that came to my mind was, did you ever have a Oh Wow Nickel Arcade? It was called the Oh Wow Nickel Arcade, or Nickel Arcades or anything like that?
No.
Man, so anybody that lived in Merced, California in... Shit, how old was I? Oh, well, let's just put it this way. I was in 3rd or 4th grade. And I moved when I was in 6th grade, halfway through 6th grade, back to Mariposa. They had this place that you could ride your bike. And yes, ride your bike at that age by yourself.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was 3rd or 4th grade. Yeah, by yourself. You know, you're 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah.
Let me preface that. By yourself. Not like you can today.
Yeah. Well, it might not be as safe today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes across town to go to this place that was on the side of Rayleigh's, tucked in the corner, called the Oh Wow Nickel Arcade. And literally, you would bring your dollars, your dimes, your quarters, and it would give you nickels. obviously nickel arcade. You would play. Oh my gosh, Derek! It was, let's say, from the front desk door to go into the warehouse.
Yeah.
To will call.
Mm.
Full of games.
That sounds fun.
It was so fun. And you could get your tickets. You could get anything, man. It was so cool.
It's called a nickel arcade?
It was a nickel arcade. And then after a while, that was around the time when they started using the cards. You would preload the money on the cards.
Okay.
And then swipe it and hit the button.
Huh.
And it would give you, your 5 cent, whatever it was. I can't do math, but 25 nickels worth or whatever. 20 nickels worth. I don't know. Anyways.
Did you have real quick, did you have a Great Times in California?
No.
I think that's kind of what it was for us. It was a place called Great Times. But it wasn't just an arcade. They had like go-karts and...
So we had, I think ours was called Boomers.
Okay.
And we had Boomers, and there was another one. I can't remember the name of the other one. But Boomers was... Shit, I don't even think we had it in Merced. I think it was in Modesto, which is like half hour north on the freeway, 45 minutes north. And yeah, you would either go there or you would go to Fresno to go to the places like that. But just the fact that you could ride your bike to a place, your parents would give you a few dollars. There was a McDonald's right by. This was when they had on Wednesdays or whatever it was, special day it was.
Yeah.
You could get like half price McChickens or cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You get a couple of those on the way back.
And you
stop at the park.
Yeah, kind of chill out.
Kind of chill.
Yeah.
Throw stuff at the ducks because I hated ducks because they always chased me. I think it was because I threw shit at them.
It's not like they didn't. They were like. It's not like they were unprovoked.
No, not at all. I would never do that.
Real quick though, I never really went anywhere by myself.
Okay.
I was always accompanied. It was either friends or whatever. Like I don't think I was ever allowed when I was really young to go anywhere solo.
You also lived in a very different environment than I did, I think.
Yeah, but I think it was one of those things that my mom was always nervous just in general. So if I wasn't going with anybody, she was very worried. She wanted me to be with people.
Damn, that makes my mom sound like shit.
No. It was just. I think my mom was just kind of
out of the house.
A little more. She's just worried a lot. And yeah, so I can't even remember going anywhere by myself that wasn't like right across the street.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's kind of funny, but.
Man, I remember walking around to places. I remember
Yeah.
rollerblading to places, biking to places.
I was kind of a homebody though too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, as a
so it's
kid-
not like if I went out, I was on my skateboard or my bike, but I
Yeah.
didn't really go far.
Now, when we lived in Merced, so I lived in Merced from 2nd grade till halfway through 6th grade. No, halfway through 7th grade. I'm sorry. That's right. I'm wrong. Wow, I suck. And that whole time, I had some sort of bike.
Yeah.
Me and my sister was in the sports. We play outside. We play in the pool. I'd be that guy that would be like, hey, are you home? No. Okay, cross that name off. Hey, are you home? No, cross that name off. I'd find out who was home and go play. Granted, that was around the time when PlayStation 2 came out, and we would probably just go play video games, but we were doing something.
Right.
And I was constantly riding my bike around, or during the summer I would ride it to the college pool where they had the high dive and everything. Spend a day out there for a couple bucks, and dang, that really picked that up from that far away.
Yeah, I know,
That's
right?
crazy how good these mics are.
Over here, opening a White Claw.
I thought that was a...
Yeah. Nah, yeah, it's just lemonade.
Hey, don't...
That's all.
God, man, this really does pick that up.
Yeah, I want them to hear how I want them to hear it. You know how you hear in commercials where you hear them pouring it? That's gonna make you buy it more.
That's like when you drink it and you go...
Yeah. And you go afterward like Samuel Jackson. That's a tasty burger.
Big Kahuna burger, baby.
Yeah, Big Kahuna burger. That's the Hawaiian joint.
Okay. You've got something on here that you wanted me to put down.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of related to what we're doing now.
What the hell is warehouse talk?
Okay, well this is what it is. It's not like
I've been wondering this for about
Yeah.
6 hours now.
and I don't want anybody to confuse me with like locker room talk, like grab her by the pussy type stuff, like Donald Trump. But but what I'm talking, well, not saying that doesn't go on.
Oh, it definitely goes on.
Right, I'm sure there's definitely
Just like
discussions.
the guy at the MMA thing. Twist his dick.
Oh yeah, the whole dick twist.
Great video.
But
Oh my god, dude.
I hope
An
like
MMA fight.
being around other like people,
Okay.
especially for 8.5 to 10 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
You're at work more than you're at home
Oh yeah.
for most times. So the people that you work with, in a small or big way, however, they kind of become like really good friends, or like just people who you get kind of close to.
Your work family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a way. And even though there's something about that kind of rubs me the wrong way,
You
but
know,
I know,
trust
but I
me,
know what you mean.
I
Yeah.
understand.
But it makes the day go by smoother or quicker just having those people. And I feel like a warehouse is a very specific, special place when it comes to talking with other people, because you have so many different people around you that can be around you at once. Like you have like 5 different people that you're talking to in any given situation. And I feel like if you're like, let's say you're just in a general, just any like call center where you're not really talking to that many people,
yeah.
especially like
You're talking to the customer.
yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
But like in a warehouse, you can just like ride by somebody, hey, how you doing? Like whatever, and you just kind of have this really cool camaraderie, and it's just really interesting. It's this thing like when you work in a warehouse, it's a very specific type of people. You know what I mean? It's just a really, I don't know. It's just a really
I get it.
like we had the
was just
person that we
something-
talked to today. She was giving us ideas. She was like, "Oh, what if you did like a segment where it's like what that mouth do?"
Oh,
Like when we
yeah,
like bring up a celebrity,
yeah.
and we go, "Oh, what that mouth
What
do?"
that mouth do?
or do it be bussin'? Where we try different foods.
Different foods.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
people don't usually try. Or
I
be like,
told
"Do
her-
it be bussin'?"
I told her that. I'm like, am I supposed to pay for those random like food boxes from different states?
Yeah.
Or different countries and try this stuff?
Right.
Like I'm all for it, but I ain't paying for it forever.
That's gonna be hefty.
Motherfuckers better start paying me to do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty penny
Yeah.
if you start doing that
I
type
mean,
of thing.
shipping and everything.
Yeah,
God
doing
dang.
mukbangs. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting hungry now.
We should do some ASMR. Yeah, bring in some some nice big aloe leaves. Just start smacking on them.
Oh my gosh.
Just take a yop out of it.
I
Start licking it.
But I understand about the special camaraderie in the warehouse. When I first started with the company we worked for, I worked at the distribution center, and I spent 3 years at that DC.
Yeah.
And granted, it wasn't people that I lived the same life as, the same lifestyle. Completely different lifestyle. Because I mean, do you know of Stockton, California?
I know of it, yeah.
It's a shitty place.
Okay.
Some people take pride in it. You know, good for you guys.
Yeah.
But
usually those are people who don't leave their hometown
exactly.
ever.
And let's just say it's not the most friendly place.
Okay.
You'd think Compton, shit like that, Watts, all that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of overblown.
No, it's Stockton's pretty bad. It was the Bay Area had Stockton. It was bad. Anyways, you get all these different people that live in that area, and they have their different lives. Like, I knew a guy who was a male prostitute.
Oh, yeah.
He showed me pictures of women because of what they would do is at the beginning of the night. For his safety, he would take a picture with them.
Right.
And just a selfie. It was him and the girl. And they dressed up real nice. They went out to eat. The girls usually ate. Or, I'm sorry, they both ate. The girls usually paid.
Okay.
Because they were paying for her service. And then they go home and do their thing afterward. I don't know what happened to that guy. I can be completely honest.
Hey, maybe he's living his best life right now.
I hope he is.
Yeah.
I was kind of jealous.
You were thinking of all the fun.
Well, and here's my thing. Yes, sex would be great with different women, But the fact that the women were like, hey, we're going to go to this restaurant. I'm going to pay for your food.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a movie.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a concert. All these different things.
Yeah, wine and dining.
And wine and dine you. Just the pure fact that these women actually knew where they wanted to go.
Yeah.
was what got me going. I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't have to ask them where they want to eat. And they're like, I don't know. You choose. And then you choose, and they're like, nah, I don't want to go there. I'm like, okay, come on, man. These women must be a special gift from God. Because
they're just paying for a service.
But they're choosing where they want to go eat. And they knew it wasn't, hey, where do you want to go? Oh, I don't really like that place.
Well, yeah, because you're dealing with someone who you're gonna have sex with later. You don't want to sound indecisive.
Well, yeah, of course, but it could have been like, hey, where do you want to go? I don't know. How about you choose? And then hey, I want to go to Burger King, and they're like, ooh, sorry, they gave me the shits last time, and you're like, well, okay.
Well, hey, Kyle, time is money. When you're on the clock, you start thinking a little quicker.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to start telling my wife.
You need to tell her she's on the clock.
Time is money. Pick a place or kick rocks.
As soon as I ask you where we're going to eat, you better at least have an idea because you're on the clock.
But yeah, so you would meet. I met guys like that. I met a guy. He was from what's the place with the G? Oh God, his name was Daryl.
Okay.
He had dreads. Mm-hmm. He was. God dang it. Okay, he was from Pacific Island somewhere. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to. Email him something. No, I can't remember. It's probably not even start with a G. I can't remember. Anyways, he was from there. I met another guy that was from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
His name, which is actually funny, his name was Derwin. and this is the one. This is the one that didn't make sense. You know what language he spoke, or what his accent was?
What?
He was Irish.
Oh, that is crazy.
And he could speak. Is it Chinese out there?
Well, there's different types of languages.
He told me Chinese.
Okay. Well, there's different kind of, yeah.
But his accent when he said
Irish accent.
Like, wait, what? Oh, it was hilarious.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the guys and girls at our work, I mean, you get just so many people in different situations in life. They like different things. It's this big melting pot.
Yeah.
For a lack of better words, of different types of ingredients all into one place.
Yeah.
And some of them get taken out. They didn't like it, so then they made the pot again and they added a new ingredient. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's getting kind of deep, but
well, I know what you mean though.
It's the camaraderie in a warehouse just doesn't do justice compared to other places.
And you have and there's so many. Texas is obviously like a really big, popular state now. A lot of people are moving here. Mm-hmm. So in any given work environment, especially like in a warehouse, there's going to be so many different people just in general from all these different areas. Like, you're from California, I'm from Indiana. We got people from just all over the place, and it's just very, it's just very, very, I don't know, it's very cool to always have people that have a lot of different experiences, a lot of different things, a lot of different stories, different backgrounds, all this type of stuff. Age range, all that.
Definitely different age range too. There's some people you're like, hey, you're like 30, right? And they're like, no, I'm 57. And you go, wait, what?
Yeah, most people think I'm in my 20s. They're like, oh, you're like 25, aren't you? I'm only 31. But
and
I just got that good skin.
That lovely chocolate skin.
Yeah, it's just okay. Now we're getting.
And
you have to start taking me out.
Hey, I told you I'd wine and dine you, baby.
I know.
So with that being said, with all those people that we get to see every day, a lot of them are going to be from our work.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring some of them on. I know we've talked about having guests on here before, right?
Absolutely.
And I think our first guest is coming on either the next episode or the following episode.
Ideally, it'd be the next.
We've got scheduling discrepancies because he's trying to not be in a certain place up here.
Mentally.
This weekend, I think. Was it this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've got a guy that has a fishing YouTube channel. We've got a guy that loves wrestling. We've got a guy that loves women in football. I mean, I've got an idea of having a girl whose dad was in the NFL on here, and she was a stud basketball player at OU. I mean, the list goes on and on for the people that we're trying to get on here.
Yeah.
And like Derek said, Texas is just so diverse of all the people that are moving here with such different experiences and qualities and stories that it was kind of nice to be like, you know what, let's get that out there. Let's tell people what it's like. Those old stories of that place you used to live in. Let's go to those stories.
Right.
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm gonna do one about you. I want to hear about Indiana. I want to hear about these old decayed buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah, like up north.
It's to hear these stories and people being so passionate about them. It's just so amazing.
Oh, for sure.
It's telling the story through someone else's eyes, and they hype it up. And they're, hey man, and I saw this light through this building, and when I got there, this most beautiful view you've ever seen, and just like you said, when I was talking about the Little Debbie shortcake.
Yeah.
Just that light in your eye. You're like,
yeah, you see them go somewhere.
They were really passionate about that.
And sometimes they're reminding themselves about certain things too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you'll say something like, this happens to me a lot worse. A word I hear and I'll be like, oh, that reminds me of this, and like back home and all this type of stuff.
Or a smell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something, and
anything can just trigger you, and you're like, oh, that's right. Yeah, so it's just really nice hearing people talk about things that they care about, where they're from, like just hearing their life through through them. Yeah, and it's very nice.
So yes, we're gonna have these guests on here, like we said, hopefully the next episode, but if not, it should be the next after the 5th. So
yeah,
that's all I got today, buddy.
For sure, man. Wrap it up.
All right,
podcast,
buddy.